Yep.
We continue our tour of the Ashford estate. On your left, Alfred Ashford's broom closet.
A box. And a desk. On your right, a wall.
On the floor in front of you, a decapitated zombie. It really ties into the feng shui of the whole room.
Kind of wonder, like, what the fuck was that bowgun powder doing in a case?
Hell if I know.
It can't be that important if they leave that stuff around other places out in the open.
Maybe it's special bowgun powder. Like, ultra uber...
It's name brand, but it does the same amount of damage as the rest of the upgraded bowgun bolts do.
Right. Yeah, that's it. It's the name brand stuff. You gotta keep that shit locked up.
Instead of the generic stuff, it does the same amount of damage as the name brand stuff.
Yeah, but it's the name brand. So everybody wants it, and you gotta keep it locked up.
That only works for, like, drinks.
Well, I don't know about you, but I am not a big fan of Dr. Pibb, or Mr. Pibb.
I don't like how Mr. Pibb tastes different from Dr. Pepper, but not in, like, really a terrible way for me. But notably different. Sort of like Mellow Yellow tastes very different from Mountain Dew.
Yeah. And I'm just running my mouth. I haven't actually had Mr. Pibb in so long. I don't remember what it tastes like.
I still remember when I was a kid. Way back when I was a wee youngin', me and my sister and my cousins mixed a bunch of pop together and ended up with something that tasted like Mr. Pibb, and we were kind of weirded out by it.
I used to do that with the fountain drinks.
So since then, I've kind of assumed that Dr. Pepper is like a bunch of other drinks mixed together.
There's a bunch of shit in it. I don't remember what all exactly, but like possibly sarsaparilla, and there's dandelion extract and
Sassafras.
Yes. And the recipe is
Convoluted system.
Yes,
Neat.
that too.
I remember we mixed like Coke, Diet Coke, a little bit of root beer. I don't remember what else. Okay, I think everything's dead.
What she's staring at.
Oh. Actually, now that I think about it, this is the area outside the metal detector room.
Mm-hmm. Why do you bring it up?
I guess I had to kill those zombies after all.
Ah, yes.
Although I don't know if they actually would have been there even if they had gotten in.
That's a good question, actually. Food for thought.
There was only like only three of them break in through the door or window. So, and I killed what, 4 there? 3?
I think 3 or 4, yeah.
So unless there was more wandering around out there out of sight.
I mean, it's a Resident Evil game. There are always more zombies.
How? Who knows? It makes sense in like Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, there's an entire freaking city.
Okay, anyway.
Please deposit any metallic items you have in the security box.
Can we just shoot the fucking metal detector already? Jesus.
No, give me the stuff back.
Not taking the ink ribbon?
I'll go back for it. And I could have just like mixed that green herb with the other green herb, but you know, unnecessary. What's another like 20 seconds of footage? All these grenades I'm not using.
Yeah, now that you mention it.
Rocket launcher. Even though the rocket launcher cannot shoot up or down. No, there's just not enough things that I have to shoot down at for it to really be worth carrying around anything other than a pistol.
And shooting up? Forget about it.
Please deposit any metallic.
Who asked if they
items
could
you
shoot
have
up?
in
Mega
the
Man?
security box.
Actually, the most advanced robot in the future, but you still can't shoot up!
No, an innovation that they didn't come up with until Wily built Base.
But for some reason, Zero can also not shoot up.
Regression.
It's like Windows 7 to Windows 10.
Yeah.
Some of the features are better, but some of the important ones are also taken away. And weren't added in a later service pack. Really like how they're still playing the same two or three zombie moans in the background.
Yeah, that'd probably be getting awfully repetitive if I could actually hear them.
Actually, the same ones they use for Resident Evil 2.
That doesn't surprise me.
More fade spray. Surprise, you're dead.
Unrecognized named chemicals. I mean,
He's not breathing, really.
you don't say. What was your first clue? The rotting flesh or...
There's signs on the wall, but you can't read them. Anatomist note?
Anatomist.
Anatomist? There is a demon in my mind. I can't control the fierce impulses that the demon sometimes drives me to act upon. It is a brutal ceremony. With the demon next to me, I enjoy watching people agonize in pain, screaming and convulsing repeatedly as they die. But the demon... Snake, will you just shut up and stab it? But Sir Alfred was kind enough to acknowledge me, and has given me the facilities, chemicals, and equipment necessary to study everything. I must never betray Sir Alfred's kindness. It is especially critical that no one discovers the sacred place that only he and I know about. Lewd. I swear the basement of this medical building will be kept secret.
Way to keep your secret by writing it down where everybody can find.
What if he forgets the secret? Of course, I keep the key to the sacred place with me at all times. Even if an outsider sees it, they will never be able to tell that it is that it is the key. I must remember that my life ends when I lose Sir Alfred's trust, or I die. One of the two, whichever comes first. Gee, I wonder what the key could be.
Could it be the only thing in this image that is actually a polygonal model?
Just makes me think of that comic I saw of a guy working in the morgue and sneezes and one of the body bags goes Gesundheit. It's like, thanks. And the last panel is him running out of the room.
Nice.
Which, in all honesty, pretty fair move.
Yeah, I'm with him on that one. Totally agreed. Get the hell out of Dodge.
Get thee to fuck.
You want some fuck?
Hey, look, another case. Why? I don't know.
What's in the case?
It's a pretty fancy case for an incinerator.
Ah, handgun parts.
Really? Well, I guess I'll just do that right now. Knife, gun, knife gun. You know, it doesn't look like all the necessary parts were there.
It really doesn't. In fact, it was a slide and like some hand grip stuff, and all of a sudden your handgun is like twice as big and has a stock.
Why would Claire be hesitating? She, like, If you heard the body bag rustle before you left the room, why would you leave the room? Me personally, I would shoot the body bag before I left.
That would be the prudent thing to do, which is exactly why she didn't do it.
The doctor is in.
Don't let Dr. Mario touch you. His credentials are questionable.
I like how the other zombie is also still alive.
Well, not anymore. Prepare to die!
So,
Again.
Doc, is there something wrong with me? You've been kind of chewing on me for a little bit. Kind of googly-eyed.
Don't stare at me. You got the bug eyes.
So can you put that eyeball in any way and it works?
I guess so. Maybe it's like a magnetic thing.
I'm trying to figure out how that would work. I heard that nobody could see.
This whole room is incredibly dark. Like, what the hell? How are you... Oh, yeah, lighter.
I was gonna say, there's bats, so... How would the bats have gotten in there? I have a lot of questions.
I have very few answers.
So, I mean... The only way they could have gotten in is from the outside.
Maybe there's like a ventilation shaft somewhere.
I mean, there's the pipe there, but... So many questions. Torture chamber. Numerous bits of torture paraphernalia that I don't even understand how they work, but, you know, that's okay. Like the cage and the water wheel, I kind of get what's going on there, but...
Really, the less you know about medieval torture devices, the better off you are.
It can now block stuff, but only from the front. And it's kind of raised in a position where, you know, you could just shoot it in the dick instead.
Yeah, never underestimate the mighty nutshot. Oh no, poison gas.
Poison gas, and the statue rose up with a really obvious thing to push. Oh no, slowly rising particle effects. I work hard.
Well played, Alex.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd get that one. That's probably going to be a YouTube copyright strike.
Oh, yes. If it happens, you'll just have to find a MIDI of it.
I can also understand why the bullet gun bolts are there. I assume that's supposed to be electrified.
I would imagine.
Apparently if you don't kill that zombie, you stick the sword into it, follows you out of the room. How? I don't know, but... I want to play a Resident Evil game where, like, all the puzzles and shit and secret rooms, like, they make sense for where they are.
Well, I don't know how long you're planning to live, but me, I want to be dead, you know, well before my 115.
Like, I know some of them in Resident Evil 2 make sense. Anything that leads into Umbrella's lab, like, makes total sense. Sewer access in the police station basement makes sense. Maybe not going to, the door leading to the lab.
Probably not, no.
But realistically, I could see there being, like, sewer access.
Sewer access, sure, yeah.
Where are all these zombies coming from? I mean, really.
Yeah, I mean, how many times have you cleared out this courtyard by now?
You guys need to stop. The Jeep has obviously been through here several times. Enough that it left tracks on, the wooden bridge.
How has that fire not spread to the aforementioned wooden bridge by now?
Well, it's only on the wooden box, which isn't down the wooden bridge. Seems legit, right? Anyway, next time on Veronica Bromance,
More fire-defying physics.
Yep.